Break it down with Bordick. Today on Break It Down with Bordick, we're visiting with third base coach and infield instructor Bobby Dickerson. Over 20 years of managing and coaching experience in the minor leagues. There are some drills that you do with players that I think really keeps them focused. And we saw on the last homestand that you were doing some drills with Everett Cabrera around second base with tennis balls. And we'd like to kind of show the viewers about that drill and maybe how some youngsters can apply it to help their game. So let's talk about that. Why actually do you do drills with tennis balls, first of all?
Well, you know, I kind of go back to hitting. You know, you try to hit every ball in the sweet spot of the bat when you're taking batting practice, just in the sweet spot as much as possible. You don't want to be all over your barrel. Same thing when you're fielding a baseball. When you're fielding a baseball, you don't want to have the ball all over your glove. You want to have great eye-hand coordination. You want to be able to center the ball up in your glove, which is actually on your index finger, right in this area. And the guys like J.J. Hardy, who pretty much have outstanding hand-eye coordination, where he looks, his hand goes. You know, we try to simulate that in a way in drills to help other guys that are not quite as good. And Manny's great at it, which back in A-ball and AA, we worked at it with Manny and cleaned him up a little bit, although he's a really talented player. But for the most part, that's what the drill's for, is to try to find our hand, not lose our hand when we go to catch a baseball. It's obviously the most important thing. You know, we talk about feet and fielding through the ball and so on and so forth, but if your hand is lost, it's the same thing. If your barrel's lost hitting, you're not going to be a successful hitter. If your hand is lost, you're not going to be a very successful fielder.
So why do they make gloves so big, though? I mean, you got this big web, and you have this extension here that guys can make all these plays, but is it because of consistency?
Absolutely. That's exactly. All this is extra. If I practice small, it's like the old movie Patriot. The Patriot, aim small, miss small. So we want to try to center every ball up in here if we can, and if we miss a little bit, we have something to play with. But our focus is on that index finger and trying to catch every ball right here. And you'll see the guys that are real consistent. If you watch J.J. Hardy, after he catches the ball, he physically looks at it as he transfers it to his meat hand, to his throwing hand. So, I mean, you watch the detail he takes in his ball handling and his ball control. We try to simulate it with a tennis drill, with some close-up work, adding our face in the drill with the face mask, just different things to make us stay on task, catch the ball first, then transfer it, then worry about where we're throwing it.
So it's easier to catch a baseball if you see a baseball. So when I see you do drills, you always talk about staying connected, having your eyes behind the baseball, having your glove behind your eyes, and therefore keeping a better focus on the baseball. And that's why you have this mask. Now, I saw you do some drills with Chris Davis at first base, and you also used it with the middle infielders around second base. Now, how does that get incorporated?
Well, it's a process, I think. I think a lot of guys at this level have great eye-hand coordination to begin with, so they're able to catch a ball without actually connecting. They can reach out their hand and catch a ball out here and just kind of look it in like this. But we know for consistency that the guys that make 2 to 3 as you did when you played, the small amount of errors, 1-2 errors a year, are the ones that connect their face and their glove, that are always with their glove in everything they do. We know you can reach and catch because we're talented big league players. And I say we, not me, us as a group. We're talented, but we want to connect the face. We want to get the face involved with the glove on every play. And the way we do that is we start with the face mask. We use this first to get the focus on taking my face, my eyes to the ball first. And once we get the hang of getting in their legs and using their legs to bring their face to the ball, then we add the hand out in front.
Can we show the viewing audience that drill with the face mask?
We'll add the face mask, and we'll just try to bounce me a couple. Just try to catch the ball with the face. You get down in a position. You just try to get your face involved in every ball, just trying to center it up. And if it's down low, you want to try to keep it low. You want to try to get low with it. If I can get my face involved in the play, then all we do is add the hand. So now here's the same token. I want to add my face, and then I add my hand. So I want to connect the face behind my glove, and then I try to catch the ball. That's another point with the tennis ball. If your hand retreats from the ball, that's another thing that's added. Most guys try to retreat, and as they retreat to be soft with the ball, it becomes a disconnect and a rattle. We call it babuha here. We want to eliminate all the babuhas, any kind. So we want to be more aggressive with it and control the ball. We want to play the ball and don't let it play us. So that's the whole idea. When the tennis ball goes backwards, you'll see it rattle. and you'll see guys that have a lot of rattle. But if we get aggressive with it and we close on it with about 1 inch to 2 inches of closing, bam, I want to control it. We talk about, if you want to talk about good hands, you can hear good hands. You hear the leather pop, pow, it's like a catcher makes a fastball pop. The guys that make it sound like a pillow, I question their hands.